in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here live on Beaufort Zone. It is the start of the boys' game. Ball quickly tipped out of bounds. It is going to be Eagles ball. We're here for matchup number 2 here in the Battle Creek versus Beaufort rivalry here, 2025. Dominating performance by the Dolphins, winning by about 20 points there. And a quick shot to Ethan Cox on the inside, and he scores the first buckets of the night here for the Dolphins. Dolphins in the blue, Eagles in the white jerseys with the green stripes. Miles having a hard time. The defense is there. Three people, and Simmons winds up coming forward. Can't get the bucket in transition, but Williams with the rebound. Smith back to Simmons. He's more of your one-on-one guy, and his pass is intercepted by Isnar. Way to get back. Quick defense by Smith. Williams in the corner. Excuse me, Simmons in the corner. My bad. Rebound, Ethan Cox. He's got a quick 4 points here tonight. Shout out to Bean Dig in the chat for the shouting out Beaufort. Floater off the mark there for Isnar. The pass to Miles stolen off of the rebound by Michael Williams. Tyree Smith, number 2, the starting point guard here for the Battery Creek Dolphins. Cox pump fakes the 3, thought about it, finds to Williams. Williams baseline, back to Cox. Nice ball movement, but the defense even better there by the Eagles. There's Miles, and Miles' shot hit from behind by Tywan Simmons. A little bit of short guy violence there from Tywan Simmons. Miles draws the foul to go to the line to shoot 2 here, and it's always interesting. I always stutter when I call Miles in because his name is Austin Miles, but when I see it, naturally I think of Miles Austin from the Dallas Cowboys in recent memory, and that's usually where my mind goes whenever I'm about to call his name, and I have to Austin Miles, say it backwards. Or regular if you're Austin Miles. I think his parents would disagree. Austin Miles is the better name there. 2 for 2 goes Miles at the line. Cox takes it out. Smith, Simmons, Williams. Down to Doe. 3 ball off the mark for Williams there. Hernandez now with it, coming across half court. Watson, guarded by the long Williams. There goes Davis going baseline. Nice move there to put that. No good from Isnar. His second chance to tip on his own shot. Kwalik Isnar. And he'll provide the energy from the middle of that Beaufort Eagles defense and offense. And a travel there on Smith. He drugged that foot when he was trying to come through. And a little bit of trying to get a little bit of explanation, and then was asked to fix the net. He's like, hey, let's fix the net, buddy. It's a travel. Call's not going to change there. The defense getting back, and they laxed up a little bit, and 2 for Kwalik Isnar. Example why you can never relax. Cox trying to call for the ball, matched up equal size there with Percival Davis. So Williams takes it himself. You see Davis skying over. He couldn't grip the ball there, but got his hands on it. It's big body there in the middle to be matched up with Ethan Cox. But they leave Watson open, and his 3 rattles in. Willis Watson. And a hot start here for these Eagles. They don't want the same outcome a couple of days ago at Battery Creek. They're home now, and it's time for them to get their get back. Simmons, the quick pass in to Cox. Back to Simmons. His three-pointer is no good. That's Doe on the rebound. Cox pulls up, mid-range shot, no good. Kobe Hernandez with the rebound, and Simmons and Smith are going to just put their hands on the ball, tie it up. Jump ball going to go to the Dolphins here. Simmons in the corner, his three, tightly contested by Hernandez. Simmons gets his own rebound, hits Cox on the inside, can't get the quick floater. Cox, 2 rebounds in a row on his own shot, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line there. Tough play from Ethan Cox. He's got all 4 points here so far tonight for the Dolphins, down by 5. Eagles digging their talons in deep here early in the first quarter. Makes the second. He's got 5. Hernandez to Isnar can't quite hold on. Simmons trying to drive through the lane, falls over, able to get a pass over to Williams, who shoots from that baseline, kind of mid-range in the corner. Shot off the mark. Other way, Hernandez, his floater rolls in. And a 6-point advantage here for the Beaufort Eagles. Williams thinking about taking a long 3. Look, he was trying to size up Hernandez there, but opted to pass it off. 2 Simmons, 2 Smith, wraps around the defense. Go to Williams, trapped in the corner by Hernandez. Gets it back to the top of the key. They find Williams on the opposite side. You want to talk about moving. His shot off the mark, though. Davis goes full court. And he'll draw the foul and go to the line. Big guy, Parsifor Davis. And I don't think I've ever seen him move that fast. He's got more of a football body. He looks like he belongs in somebody's linebacking core. Six-foot 200-pounder, Parsifor Davis. Makes his first of 2 shots, and make that 2 for 2, goes Davis. Smith back out to Williams. Williams drives inside, left hand's good, and he'll draw the foul. Misses the and one opportunity for the 3-point play. Watson has it going the opposite way, and he'll draw the foul, so he'll go to the line now to shoot. Beaufort mid-range there from Smith. A bit of a rhythm, little bit of a rhythm shot there. And a three ball from Watson. And a dominating lead here for the Eagles early. Cox for 2 more for the Dolphins. He's got 7 of the 11 here for the Dolphins here in the first quarter. Team effort for the Eagles. Ball stolen. Williams going the opposite way. Transition bucket, trying to claw back in, cuts the lead to 4. Bounce pass, Isnar tried to get a little bit of a give and go, tipped by Cox. Almost wound up in the hands of Williams, can't get it back. Watson, Hernandez, easy layup, and he gets 2. Simmons trying to go baseline and tried to avoid the block from Isnar there, but draws the foul. That'll even the team fouls here in the first quarter, 3-3. It's Simmons airballs his first free throw attempt. In the shorter Taiwan Simmons, 5'9", and since basketball terms, a little bit above average height for a man. But in basketball, it's always interesting when you see with basketball players, you see the guys on the court, and you think, they look short compared to some of the other guys on the court. But you realize they're actually full-size guys. So even when we watch the NBA, guys that you think are, shorter like Allen Iverson and Allen's 5'11", those, guys that you think like Steph Curry's a smaller guy and they're really 6'2", 6'3". Everybody else on the court is 6'9", 6'7", 6'9", so it makes them look shorter. And same thing for Simmons here. A lot of 6'1", 6'2" guys at the high school level. Simmons, 5'9". Simmons a little bit disappointed. He comes away from that free throw trip going 0 for 2. A little bit of an anomaly there, as he's normally one of the leading scorers on this Dolphins team here these last 2 seasons. Hernandez, 3 from the wings off the marks. Rebound, Ethan Cox after the air ball. Smith trying to go against Watson, kicks it out to Simmons, pump fakes the 3. Drives baseline, kicks to Cox out the 3. And a strong pass trying to move the ball off the fingertips of Trayvon Seymour, who checks into the game. Switching out with Doe. They go to Davis down low. Size advantage before Cox come over. Can't get the turnaround layup there. And a block. Keaton Lehman. And that's going to be Eagles ball, a couple seconds off. 3 seconds there. I was trying to make sure I triggered that replay there, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 19-13, Beaufort with the lead by 7. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Beaufort's Own. gentlemen, second quarter here on Beaufort Zone as we get ready to go. 19-13, Beaufort High with the lead. Team performance on both sides, offense and defense. No real player individually standing out for the Eagles, which is a good sign. Isnar with the early lead. I believe he has 4 points and being aggressive on the defensive side. Miles chipped in with some free throws. Watson has a 3. Percival Davis providing a big body there on Ethan Cox so far. And the matchup there. And then Keaton Layman comes in off the bench and gets a block to end the first quarter. So you want to talk about a defensive effort, I mean, an all-around total effort on both sides for these Eagles here, trying to redeem themselves for that 20-point loss over at Battery Creek earlier this week, trying to split this rivalry here, 1-1, and that's what I like to see. That's how I like to see teams respond there, and that's the game of basketball. A 20-point game is not insurmountable to go the other way, and Michael Williams with the 3, inch it closer, the Dolphins down by 3. And they're still fighting, trying to prove that they're on the road, that it's their turn to change the tide. Williams with the steal. Drives. And they'll call it a shooting foul there. And they'll get the block, and he'll go to the line. One for one at the line, followed by 2 more for the Dolphins. A quick put back on the miss in the second. Davis in transition. Try to get up front to him. Can't quite corral the bucket. Dolphins tied up at 19. Also evens the fouls shortly after, 2-2. That's the wrong button there. Cox guarded by Davis. Nice underhand pass to find Tyree Smith. And the Dolphins take the lead for the first time here tonight. Hernandez looking to Davis, decides to keep it, drive straight down, and 2 right down the middle of the lane. Simmons going left and right. Now the Dolphins passing the ball around the arc, and a travel call on Simmons. Substitutions for the Dolphins. Humphreys now onto the court, as well as Powers and Seymour onto the court for the Dolphins as well. Layman loses the handle as he ran into Tyree Smith. Smith keeping it himself, slashing through the defense. Miles floater off the mark. Goes off the rim. Cox up to Powers. Powers able to make the 2. Dolphins up by 4 and a timeout by Coach Huff. We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Beaufort Zone after the timeout break by Coach Huff. The Eagles with a commanding lead early. Got up by multiple buckets there, and now the Dolphins on top by 4. Hernandez tried to come out with a 3 there after the timeout break. And there goes Seymour driving. He gets the bucket in the end one. Hernandez to Humphreys, back to Hernandez. Thinks about a 3, guarded by Seymour. Gets around Seymour, that's Hernandez, trying to find somewhere to go. Wilson guarded by Powers. Tough defense here by the Dolphins. And Smith takes the ball away. Wilson, corner 3. Cox with the putback. And now the Dolphins up by 9. And now both teams with a decent lead in this game. The Eagles with it in the first half and the Dolphins with it in the second. Cox drives inside, kicks it back behind him to Seymour. Seymour mid-range shot off the mark. Humphreys for the Eagles with the rebound. Gets it taken away by Cox and Powers combined. And Powers will draw the foul as he tries to go back, right back up under the bucket. And Powers sinks the second. 31-21, Dolphins, large lead of the night by 10. Here comes Lehman. Pass tipped by Kirkland, but still winds up in the hands of Hernandez. Up front, and Miles misses the 3 in the corner. Humphreys grabs the rebound, though. And back up and in. And a kickball is the call as Austin Miles was coming away with the steal there. Just under 4 minutes left to go. 31-23, Battery Creek. Oh. And Miles, once again, being aggressive on the defensive side. Still going to be Dolphins ball there. We got credit with the deflection, however. Seymour to Williams. Off inbound pass. Kirkland into the game. Over to Williams. Williams finds his way into the lane. Mid-range 2 for Williams. Travel call on the Eagles. Return possession to the Dolphins. Pass half court. Seymour out. Cox back in. Simmons in for Williams. On the court for the Dolphins. Keaton with the steal. Excuse me, that's Layman. Keaton Layman, I apologize, number 12. We get them confused learning the names here. Just Keaton Layman. Pass to Jakari Wilson. It was the attempt. Deflected off of Powers. Got it back, and Layman for 2. And the reason why I started on this name because that play was all about Keaton Layman there. But Layman, Wilson, Humphreys, Wilson, and Prayer onto the court. Didn't see him check in for the Eagles. Powers, Doe, Cox, Simmons, and Kirkland on the court for the Dolphins. Full court defense there from the Dolphins. Humphreys to Miles. Layman to Wilson. Wilson came in immediately and make it 3 earlier this week. No room there. Layman grabs another steal. It's about the defensive prowess there from Layman. The hustle, he's open on the other side if Wilson can find him. And a double dribble called on Simmons as he came away with the steal. The Dolphins obviously not happy with the call there. Three ball from Layman off the mark. Rebound Prayer, second chance rebound for Prayer. He gets 2. Kirkland to Simmons. Simmons quickly met by Miles, who's been doing a good job on the defensive side here tonight. Gets around Cox. Cox pump fakes a 3. Kirkland lets one fly, and down it goes. Jamar Kirkland. Layman down to Prayer. Prayer tries to get around Powers, gets it to Wilson. Wilson can't finish the point blank spot. Kirkland gets the loose ball. Trying to figure out what happened. So that was they have 5, even the fouls at 5 here. That's why they said it wasn't a foul there, so I'm not sure. A little bit of confusion here in the final moments here. Layman, his mid-range shot is off the mark. Powers makes the first. It goes 2 for 2. They're at the line. Under a minute left to go. The pass out to Prayer. Back to Wilson. Cross court to Humphreys. And pass off the mark. And that's going to be a turnover. Tyshawn Simmons into the game. Kirkland for a 3. He airballs. Doe gets the rebound, however, and saves it, but it's going to be a turnover as this Eagles ball as they were waiting to intercept that one. Lehman trying to go to work on the outside there against Washington. Winds up in the hands of Prayer. His shot, baseline shot off the mark. Humphreys back to Prayer. But that's going to end the first half, ladies and gentlemen. 40-27. Battery Creek with the lead by 13. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more. Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Beaufort Zone as we get ready to go for a second half of action. 40-27, Battery Creek with the lead, but it's both teams have had an opportunity to have a lead here tonight. Beaufort High had the lead by double digits in the first quarter. Battery Creek able to come back, and now they have the lead in the second quarter, and now here in the second half. So we'll see what happens here. Both teams have made adjustments and came back. So we'll see what happens here in the third quarter as we get ready to go. Matchup number 2 here in this rivalry this year. The Eagles trying to split 2-2. Isnar back onto the court for the Dolphins. Pass up front to Davis. Can't quite corral the pass. Simmons picks up the loose ball. Runs it back the other way. Reverse layup. Tyrese Smith is good. Watson on the dribble. Guarded by Smith there. You see the arms there and the length of Simmons, an aggressive defender. 28-42, we go. Pass, Williams in the corner. Thought about a three, steps up for a long two, no good. Rebound Isnar, but taken away by Smith and off his hands. So going to be Eagles ball. Left open is Watson for three, off the mark. Hernandez can't get the rebound over Williams, and Williams pushing the pace, finds Simmons in the corner. Late give, Cox on the follow. He's behind the three-point line. His three no good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it to Smith, drives baseline, tough layup, no good. Isnar has it. Williams tries to pickpocket Miles. Miles able to keep control. They find Davis in the corner, and he hits a three. Percival Davis. And Tawan Simmons has a cut near his eye there, near his eyebrow, so that's a medical timeout. So they're gonna get a quick sub in from him until he can get that wiped off and get a little bit of a Band-Aid going there. Okay. Apologize, I awarded the three the wrong way. It's 42-31. And that Davis three. Fix that just shortly. Cox, recipient of the inbound pass, gets it over to Smith. And they try to go with the height advantage of Cox over Watson. Doesn't work, but his pass after that's to Powers, and Powers drills the three. Back to 45 after I messed up on the scoreboard for the Dolphins. And everybody's fighting on the floor trying to get the loose ball. Dolphins come away with it. Powers running baseline, dumps it down to Cox. First team foul in the second half for the Dolphins. Excuse me, for the Eagles. Moves it up 1-1 there. Dumps it down low to Cox, and Cox able to get the bucket. 16-point lead now. Tough defense, stingy defense here played by the Dolphins. Isnar comes out for some help. Floater no good for Watson. Ethan Cox on the push. Gives it to Kirkland. Kirkland, good scorer off the bench. And they're going to call a travel. Too many pivots in the middle. Williams. Bounds to Ethan Cox. To Michael Williams. Side to three, calling for the screen. Goes the opposite way. Drives down the lane. Nice bucket for Michael Williams. Hernandez up front to Davis. To Isnar. Isnar to drive using the height. He gets two. And it looks like Kirkland tried to drive there just a little bit and ran out of real estate there. Two defenders in the way. Tried to kick out to Kirkland, and it was tipped in the process. Ethan Cox back up. Big man buckets with the two. Watson Isnar on the putbacks. Quick turnover by the Dolphins. Williams up front, the high layup. And the Dolphins are on a roll, 53-35, and a timeout by Coach Huff. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. Powers with the quick two after the timeout break. Mid-range from Hernandez off the mark. Rebound, Williams. Powers up front, pushing. Left-hander, shooting foul, no good on the runner, but he'll draw the foul and he'll go to the line. Second foul on Miles tonight. Powers has been good from the free throw line tonight. This time it is Isnar's turn to go to the line. Empty trip to the line for Isnar. Simmons back into the game. A little bit of a Band-Aid on his eye there. Wilson trapped in the corner. His pass intercepted to try to get out of traffic. Dolphins have it going opposite way. Mid-range for Simmons. High bounce off the rim into the hands of Isnar. Three ball no good from Lehman. Simmons to Seymour. Three ball. Down it goes. High pass to Isnar, wide receiver on that Beaufort High football team. Right-hander draws the foul and one for Isnar. Lane violation after the shooting foul. Send Isnar back to the line here. Jump ball, Eagles call. Davis loses the handle there. Inbound. Simmons up front sees Washington just a little bit too far. Prayer guarded by Washington. I think he was over the line there was Washington on the inbounds. Isnar, Davis to Isnar. And out of bounds there on Washington as he was in the battle losing the height and size advantage there with Davis and Isnar going back and forth over him using that height. Quick turnaround by Isnar. Prayer grabs the rebound back up, no good. Jump ball, Dolphins ball. Simmons. Ball in his hand, final seconds here of the third quarter. And no shot going to be available. So 60-38 going to end the third. We're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Beaufort Zone. Start of the fourth quarter here, 60-38. 22-point lead for the Dolphins. It's been up to 25 here tonight. It started off as a good matchup, good game for the Eagles as they were up by double-digit figures, and the Dolphins able to come back in the second quarter and have maintained the lead since then. The closest it's been has been 6. And one for Smith. And Coach Brown likes to call. Coach Huff disagrees, as expected from coaches on opposite ends of the call. That was actually the second team foul there in the quarter, quickly for the Eagles. Empty trip to the line. Layman left open. Nice find. Isnar Williams with the block, but Prayer able to put it back in. Behind the back, mid-range, Tyrese Smith. Wilson to Layman, back to Wilson. 3, he can make those and does. And a quick 5 for the Eagles. And a timeout break by Coach Huff. We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. think everybody's complaining about the scoreboard. They awarded the wrong 3 on the main scoreboard, and the 3 ball by the Dolphins, so that would even it up 67 to 43. That was throwing me off because I want to make sure I wasn't wrong. So that 3 made by Lehman made it 64 to 43, but instead, in the actual venue, the 3 was awarded to the Dolphins, so it was 67 to 40, and that's what all the fans were screaming about. But the 3 followed by Smith basically just evened it out while all the fans were yelling about the scoreboard. Simmons up front, 69-43. Isnar, tough layup with a hard fall. Landed on a, well, there. Hopefully he's okay, but draws the foul and a go to the line here. And one opportunity, no good. 3 for Simmons off the mark side of the rim there. Wilson loses the handle, going the opposite way, but into the hands of Prayer. Prayer can't make the tough layup, and Simmons is there to corral the loose ball. Williams in the corner, 3 open, over the rim, no good. Rebound, Lehman. Wilson trying to get some, Williams almost trying to get some get back there, but Lehman able to find the nice pass to Prayer for the assist. 2 more on the board for the Eagles. Bounce pass, Smith to Doe. And a technical foul on Simmons. Lehman 2 for 2 on the technical free throws. Lehman can't make the layup. Cox the rebound. Reese almost loses the handle, back into the hands of Cox. Finds Reese again, open for the 3, elects to pass up on it. Finds Williams for the 3. High bounce, no good. Reese gets the rebound. Smith clears it out. Looks to set up a play here. Loses it to Williams. Williams to Cox in the corner for 3 off the mark. Prayer the rebound. Fouls even at 2 after that technical foul there by Simmons. Percival Davis for 3, air ball. Won't make his second one attempt tonight. Simmons almost left open for a 3. Pass inside to Cox, tough basket, no good. But will draw the foul. Cox out, Simmons in. Just under 4 left to go. Washington corner, Layman, 3-ball off the mark, rebound Prayer. To Isnar, tries to go to Davis for the matchup, can't get the layup over Simmons. Simmons clears it out to Seymour. Seymour's got a 3 here tonight. He drives, floater, no good as Isnar was there. Not quite the block, but interrupted the motion there. Watson guarded closely by Powers, trying to lose him. And stops on the dive. Mid-range shot, no good. The follow by Layman, no good. Into the hands of Washington. And an errant pass from Powers to Seymour. Washington corner, Simmons, 3-ball off the mark. And that ball is thrown into the stomach of Washington. Under 2.5 here. Pass off the mark to Davis. And a timeout call by the Dolphins. So we'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Beaufort's Own. A quick turnover by Watson and a double dribble and a foul. Subs are in. And there's the Dolphins with the ball going the opposite way. And then there's number 22 getting into the action. And I wonder who that could be. Oh, that's Mike Chives, my little cousin here, on to the court. Shout out to, call him Lil Mike. Mike Chives Jr., his father. And an errant pass from Nick Johnson. Kirkland for 3, and an easy bucket from Mr. Jamar Kirkland. And a rebound from Chives. Kirkland looking to go to work. Three-pointer. It looks like that was tipped. Falls way short. Brunson, bounce pass, down low. Chives trying to find some room. Pass intercepted there by Jeremiah Washington. Pass cross court to Seymour to Simmons. Three ball off the mark. Powers gets the rebound for the Dolphins. Collar deflecting that one. Goes into the Battery Creek bench. Seymour up front, able to make the bucket. That tack on two more. And Mike Chives for two. Washington with the bucket. Time rolling under 5 seconds here. We're a little bit ahead there. And the foul call as time rolls. And they're asking to try to get the free throw shots there at the end. And it looks like they're going to, and they're going to let him do the free throw shots here at the end, right as I know they are going to end it. So that's going to do it. Your final for tonight, 81-51. A 30-point advantage for the Dolphins here. And they go 2-0 in the series and sweep the Eagles this year. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here on the Beaufort Zone. My name is Javon Livingston, Camden Jones on the camera work. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel for our post-game highlights as well and to see our upcoming schedule. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and have a great night.